Today is my day, or maybe it's yours. It will be a fine day to survive it, for sure. If you need some energy and love, just call me and I'll lift you up. Whatever comes today, I'm ready. I feel strong, awake and happy. Ready and happy. Good morning, wonderful. Good morning, my dear universe. Have a nice day, no matter what the sleepy voices say. Good morning to me and to you. I think we're ready for something great and good. Today is my day, or maybe it's yours. It will be a fine day to survive it, for sure.
Good morning.
If you need some energy or love, just call me and I'll lift you up. Whatever comes today, I'm ready. Feel strong, awake and happy. Ready and happy. Good morning, you wonderful one. Good morning, my dear universe. Here comes a nice day. No matter what the seasons say. Good morning to me and to you. I think we're ready for something great and good.
Sunbathing.
If you need some energy and love, just call me and I'll lift you up. Whatever comes today, whenever I feel strong, awake and happy, ready and happy. Good morning, you wonderful one. Good morning, my dear universe. Here comes a nice day, no matter what the sleepy voices say. Good morning to me and to you. Be ready, something something good.
ni Sir Larico. Kasi sabi ko sa kanya, sa mga gamit ito sa room ko, di mo siya pagsuruloon kasi may mga import. Gusto ka mo, magbigay sa check-in? Wala. Ay, pagkamo. Parang baan. Kami bukas na lang. Kumusta na? Ay, wow, gusto kong kumanta.
Video.
Video ka ton. Hi guys, where na yun? Dito na as. Dalihan nyo na tabi, tala 7 na ha. Asap. Tinawaya ka to sabi din. Hello. Ano lamang? Kumusta?
Ayos lang, ikaw. Ikaw humingi si Sir Bohol.
Sikali. Kapag ano lamang? Ha? Okay.
Hello.
Kapag Iyan kasi tuburan nali. Bagong mata.
Iyan ka lang.
Kinalaman nyo. Pwede mo nang ginaw? Hindi mo ginaw? Wala kami nang ginaw. Wala kung nakabidyo mo sana kami. Iba vlog mo kayo dito. Ano? Amor ng vlog yan. Nag-vlog na si Jay. Tara yan. Supportaran ka. Welcome to my vlog. Hi guys, please subscribe to the channel of Cherry Pie.
Smile mo ka mo.
Vlog race. Atak na kita. Ang kala? Wala pa tayong ayun!
Smile.
Hi guys! Welcome, hello vlog, welcome to my guys.
Hello.
We're here. And